I feel like the last few episodes have been big game after big game after big game. There's another big game today, everyone. It's both legs of the quarter-final of the Europa League against Everton. It's going to be tricky. They're going very well in the Premier League. If we win this today, there's a pretty good chance we take on Chelsea in the next round. So it's going to be an all-English affair, it feels like, unless Sociedad can upset things. And, well, I'll be honest with you, I am a little bit nervous. I know I've sung and I've danced and I've talked all about it before. I really need to do well in the Europa League. I failed the objective in the FA Cup. I failed the objective in the EFL Cup. The board expect me to win the Europa League. And I am feeling the pressure. Let's do this. Yes, folks, how is it going? And welcome back to episode number 27 of Park to Prem here with Crystal Palace. Today, we've got the Europa League quarter-final, but we have played one game since you were last here, and I feel like it's the kind of game where it's worthy of showing the highlights. It finished 4-3 against Burnley, a Burnley team down in the bottom half, a Burnley team that scored 3 goals from a 1.02 XG, a Burnley team that were very nearly stealing a point until the 89th minute. So let's talk about this game, because it was a bit of a weird one. It was an action-packed one. Almost a game that I regret not having in an episode. It occasionally happens as a YouTuber that there's just games you wish you could have shown live. And this was one of them, because it was high-intensity drama. We took the lead early on with a corner. We then had a bit of a mare at the back as Cole got through for them and scored. But the good news is, or at least the good news I thought was, we got back into the game almost immediately. Middleby reinstating our lead. You might have noticed by some of the personnel on the pitch, this was a rotated team. I felt like we could afford to do that against Burnley to really set ourselves up for the Europa League. It did nearly backfire, but it was good to see Heinz Winter get a goal. And to be fair, 3-1, I thought going into the break was going to be amazing. Then they scored this. I mean, what is that? What is that? I'll let you decide. It was a scrappy goal. That made it 3-2, but we were still in the lead. We were still fine until, with 20 minutes left, they made it 3-3. Solis, the Greek magician out on the left-hand side, scored at the back post. On came the big guns. I threw them on. The ball pumped into the box. And Carlier, of all players, was the man who got his header on it. I don't know how he got his head on it. He is not a man who I would necessarily rate the heading ability of. I mean, he's got 9 heading. He can jump. I'm just grateful he was in the right place at the right time there. His heroics ensured that we did get all 3 points. And if you're wondering, well, what does that mean for the league table? Well, if we just look at recent games here, Chelsea and Manchester United drew recently. So, with 6 games left of the season, we are 5 points behind Manchester United. And also, I guess more importantly, we're 5 points in the Champions League spots. Never thought a game against Burnley was going to be so important for our season. I'll level with you. As much as I've said I've regretted that game not being in an episode, I'm kind of hoping we're not going to have the same kind of drama in the Europa League today. We are taking on an Everton side who are currently 4th in the Premier League. A couple of years ago, they finished 2nd. The season after that, they finished 8th. Their key man is Infante here, who is a Mexican forward, 24 years old. He is one of the best strikers in world football in this save game. He's consistent. He likes important matches. I mean, he's absolutely ridiculous. The man has 9 goals in 7 Europa League games. I feel like a lot of our success today hinges on shutting this man down. Now, perhaps this is a little naive of me, but today I'm not playing the centre mid on defender. I'm going to go with the double playmaker setup for the home game, at least against Everton. The good news for us is we are just about at full strength. I suppose the decision around the centre mid setup is kind of made for me because Payrat is suspended. And whilst I have on occasion played for Fafana as the kind of centre defensive mid for us, and it's a role that he can do reasonably well, I just don't feel 100% confident he can do it against a team with the quality that Everton have. And especially at home, I think the double playmaker setup allows us to settle on the ball a little bit more, hopefully dominate the play, and keep things slightly tighter at the back. Of course, in terms of personnel, I've already said, full strength. Really, really like the team that we've got on display. De Silva this year has been our big man in the Europa League. 9 goals in 8 appearances for him. If we just compare him with Infante, just to give you a little bit of, I guess, an idea of how good the Everton forward is, yeah, he's a little bit better than Pablo Silva. I mean, he can't take the same free kicks or penalties, to be fair. Juan's got him beat in that regard. Words are hard. Yeah, I'm hoping that De Silva's just going to be able to show up for us. And, of course, I think a lot of our success hinges on what Gorejaga can do for us. This man has been absolutely sensational this year. 23 assists and 10 goals in all competitions. Yeah, this is the game where the big guns, they have to step up. And we'll step up, we will hope they can do going into this one. It is worth noting there is no game midweek between the two legs against Everton, which is a bit of an odd one, but a bit of a relief as well, as far as I'm concerned. What it means is we have this game on a Thursday, then we have a week's rest. A week's rest for us is unheard of at the moment, so it's huge. I hope that's going to really help us in the second leg. Unfortunately, I think Everton also get that break, so for what it's worth, maybe it'll be worth nothing. Interesting to note, Everton going with a back five setup, 3 centre-backs, definitely trying to nullify our attack. When we've met them in the league this year, we beat them 4-1 at home. We did lose against them at their ground 2-1 though. So, I mean, what can you read from that? I think you can read it's going to be a very tight game and maybe there's going to be a few goals in it. Anyway, we're already 20 minutes into this game. We've got a set piece in a dangerous area. De Silva, Tullio heads just wide of the post. First highlight of the game in our favour. We have been massively on top in this game. The game plan to dominate possession with the playmakers seems to be working. 58% of the ball, although it is now slowly but surely swinging back in Everton's favour. And I'll level with you, I was expecting goals here with the strikers on display. 40 minutes in, it's not really happening yet. Although maybe there's a chance here. Ulrich with the ball. Looking to switch it over perhaps. Gives it to Bjorn. Played through to De Silva. He looked offside. I don't think... was he off? I mean, it's not going to VAR, so I guess he was on. We've just taken the lead. That was a weird goal. I almost felt scared to celebrate it. It's one of the worst things about VAR being introduced in football. That fear to actually celebrate goals. I mean, look at the replay. He definitely was on. Number 15 for them is keeping them on, which was Desmet. I'm just wondering, have they still got Candido at Everton? Is he playing against us? He's not here. Where is Candido? I'm a little bit upset he's not playing against us. He is still at Everton, of course, just as a little reminder for those of you who maybe have forgotten. Candido was one of our star centre-backs of, well, our first season at Crystal Palace. He was the Championship Player of the Year. We sold him for 60 million. He's played a lot of football, to be fair, for Everton. He's not playing in their back three today, though. Is he suspended? Oh, he's got a little injury. No mind, look, he'll turn up in the next leg and score from a corner or something. So at the break here, 1-0. Everton have had one shot and its XG totaled less than 0.01. I mean, it's got rounded down. So I'm going to assume it wasn't a very good opportunity. As far as I'm concerned, it's a good first leg performance. Of course, we've not got the fear of shipping away goals. So if the away goals were a factor, maybe I would sit back a little bit now that we've got the lead and just try and avoid conceding an away goal. But of course, with that rule being scrapped, this is the kind of game where, with us on top, I really, really want to see us try and push the tempo harder, try and force more errors out of Everton. I mean, they've got to be better in this second half, and the fact that they're looking fairly composed in this first highlight of the half, until I curse at the commentator and they lump it forward. I was about to say, it's maybe a bit concerning that they can just come out in this half and play a different game. I mean, they've got to play a different game. They've been shocking thus far. An early goal for us, though, would be absolutely mahoosive. Let's see if we can make it happen. McIntosh in possession, back to Ruiz. Nice build-up play around the back here. Ruiz plays it forward to De Silva, who is going to, well, turn his man inside out. He's one-on-one. He should finish it. That, my friends, that is shocking. And I hope we're not going to live to regret it, because instantly, highlight number 2 of the half, Everton bringing it forward, floated back post 40. Oh my word, he's put his laces through that to clear it. Only throws Mosquera though, and now Iglesias bringing it forward. Conceição through on goal, hits it. Ruiz with the stop. He's had nothing to do in the first 45 minutes. He's turned up there at a very, very critical moment, made a big stop. And as we approach the hour mark, it is still only 1-0. Gurajaga, I talked about the fact he needed to have a good game. He has not had a good game here. I'm going to take him off and bring in Middleby. Out on the other side, Bjorn's done well. Carlier has been slightly quieter, so I'm going to bring in Severin at centre attacking mid. I feel like some fresh legs in the final third and maybe what I needed to push home the advantage we've had. Both Bjorn and De Silva having really, really good games for us. Elsewhere, maybe slightly concerned about 40 on a booking, but we're going to keep him on. Everton also making some changes here, and they definitely have stepped it up in this half. Everton have decided to turn up, and that is a bit scary for us because they've got ability going forward. Tullio, though, wins a big header, might still be in danger, and Fante is through. He scores. I mean, I thought he might be off. Please be offside. Please be off. If they've scored here, it's so bad. He's onside. He's bloody onside. What happened here? Tullio wins his header and then he just doesn't get back into position. He just daydreams and Fante breaks the offside trap. And then, well, a world-class forward being given a chance like that. It's not often he's going to miss it. He hammers it home. And I can't help but feel like we're going to look back on that miss by Silva with, 20 minutes left on the clock at 1-0 as a massive, massive miss for us. It's going to finish 1-1 here. I mean, Everton in the second half were by far and away the better team. We really, really let ourselves down there. But we're not out of it yet. Like, it's over 2 legs. It was only 1-1. It's not the end of the world. It does mean that we are going to have to go away to Everton, a very good Everton team, and try and turn things around. And that's not going to be easy. Just before we hop forward to the next game, little Kyondo update, because he's still playing for Marseille now in the Conference League. Of course, our backup goalkeeper last year, loaned out this year for first team experience. He has done absolutely insanely on loan. 11 clean sheets in 28. He has improved so much as well. He looks like he could be a really, really good goalkeeper. Whilst I'm not quite sure he's on the Ruiz level yet. I mean, it's getting closer and closer. I feel like maybe one more year out on loan and he will be ready to be our starter. And to be honest, if Marseille wanted him for another year, I'd probably give him back to them. Anyway, we're going to get forward to that next Everton game. It's in a week's time. We've got to try and mentally reset. We go again. Can we step up? I really hope so. I am legitimately nervous going into this Everton game, and you know it's super serious because I've initiated the stand-up desk. We're stood up. It's serious time now, everyone. 1-1 after the first leg. We need to turn things around here, and well, we were already somewhat, I feel like, going into this against the odds. Marcus Tulio, injured now for 3 to 4 weeks, is a massive blow for us. And one of our best centre-backs, a centre-back who's now on £150,000, a player who I expect to step up in these occasions. A 7.55 rating in the Europa League. He's not available, so a change needed at the back. Payrat is going to come in for us and play centre-back. A player who's been very solid at both centre-mid and centre-back when we've needed to play him there. I know that Infante isn't the best player in the air for Everton, so whilst Payrat isn't the best in the air, at least from open play, I'm hoping we're going to be okay in that regard. Elsewhere in the team, I'm just kind of looking at the team thinking, is there any last-minute changes I want to make? Am I having any last-minute thoughts of tinkering away from home? And you know what? I don't think I am. I think I play the same team again. I think if we can play as well as we played in that first half against Everton, we're going to be fine. I think that last game, I was perhaps guilty of not changing enough. Maybe when we started to lose our grip on the game, I could have changed the system. Obviously, easy to say in hindsight. Ultimately, we probably were the better team across the entirety of the game, but in the second half, Everton definitely edged it out. I'm going to hope that we can put in a similarly inspired performance this time away from home. It's going to be tough, though. Looking at the Everton team, they're still playing a 3 at the back. Candido is on the bench for them for this game. Elsewhere, of course, they've got Infante, they've got Mohamed Daramy on the left, Conceição on the right. 2 of the best young, wide players in Football Manager at the start of a save game. So we know this is going to be difficult. Let's see if we can do something here, though. I feel like normally with matches, I skip the bits between highlights. I cut them out in post. But I think today, I just want to sit and waffle, and you can enjoy the stress that I endure here, because this is stressful. It's the quarterfinals. If we get knocked out here, our job, I don't know if our job's at risk, but certainly failing the objectives in 3 out of 4 competitions we're in is not a good look. But, well, maybe we can get off to a good start here. Carlier, Sanchez, can he get it in? He can to Silva, the Liverpool man, playing against Everton. You know that he's going to be up for this game. He's hit it over. It was a great opportunity early on. It's gone over the bar. And now Everton looking to maybe capitalise going forward themselves. Jallo plays it back to Desmet, who now plays it forward. Daramy just bigged him up pre-game. It's threaded through. Oh my God, McIntosh. Oh my God, what has McIntosh done? Is he trying to pass that back to Ruiz? I mean, is Tulio that important to the way our centre-backs kind of gel together? Oh, McIntosh, what are you doing? What a way to go a goal down in this match. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. It's their first shot of the game. We've gifted them that opportunity. Half an hour and we're dominating it. 59% of possession away from home. We're yet to have a shot on target. That's a little bit of a concern. Let's just try and push the tempo slightly and work the ball into the box. Oh, I cannot believe it, folks. I cannot believe that that is the way we go a goal down here. We need a response. We've changed things up. We're up in the tempo. I want to just see us get the ball forward a little bit faster. Well, maybe we're going to be able to do that here. It's now with Junior. Back to McIntosh, who at this point, I don't know if I can trust. Ball played forward, but unfortunately flicked on by the Everton defence. They were in control of that situation there. And now they're going to look to bring it forward. Conceição plays through Infante Ruiz. We might need a big stop from your son. Or maybe we won't. Maybe. It was McIntosh. He's going to save us. Oh, my word. Another huge block needed. That was nearly 2 chances, and it might not even be over. They've hit the post. They've hit the post. What is happening? What is happening? A crazy flurry of chances there and a singular highlight for Everton. The players look demoralised. You've been terrible so far. I mean, they have been. I'm just wondering how I want to change things here. Bjorn's been really, really poor. Really poor. I've got an idea for a change, but it is a little bit of a gamble. But I feel like it's probably worth doing. Right, let me sort this out. I'll join you in a second and explain the thinking. So I'm going with a change in shape. We're going to put Gurjaga on the right and De Silva on the left. We're going to play them as wingers. That because they're left and right-footed and they're going to be playing on their respective wings. I want to stretch the play a lot. They're playing a three at the back. I feel like we need a radical change in ideas here, and I did discuss a couple of episodes ago maybe going to 2 strikers. I feel like this is a game to try it. It does mean that Middleby's going to come in and play as the advance forward on attack. I'm just wondering about subbing off Junior. You know what? I'm going to sub off Junior, and I'm actually going to play Woodward on the left wing. This is a role that Woodward is absolutely ready-made for. I know he's right-footed, which obviously is not ideal, but as far as wingers on attack go, I feel like his pace could be really, really important for us. I'm also going to play De Silva as an advance forward. I feel like 2 advance forwards this year is pretty good. And elsewhere, we're going to play narrow, but look for the overlaps. It's a bit of a radical shift in direction, I will confess, but I feel like we've got to try something here. We've got to try mixing it up. I am going to keep an eye on the advance forwards. I'm hoping they are still going to drop into this pocket of space in the middle. If we really struggle to create anything, I'll know that it's not really working and to mix it up. But we have got a set piece here. It's De Silva over it. I mean, if there's a time to score a free kick, it's right now. Juan Pablo De Silva, goal number 30 of the season. And oh my word, it goes in off the post 6 minutes after the restart. And whilst the tactical change can't really take that much credit for the actual goal itself, it's created an opportunity, and what a ridiculous free kick that is by the captain at that moment. Our first shot on target finds the back of the net. Going to shout some words of encouragement. There's green, smiley, happy faces everywhere. We have, however, got a corner to deal with. It's headed over the bar. It's headed over the bar. Is anyone else feeling the nerves of the occasion here? It's such an even game. It's 2-2 on aggregate. It's 1-1 again on the night. I am just going to push the tempo up a little bit more. I'm going to get rid of low crosses as well, I think. Oh, there's a temptation to go on attacking, but I just can't bring myself to do it. We've got a corner. De Silva's over it again. He's going to cross in. McIntosh hits the crossbar. He nearly redeemed himself for his earlier antics. I don't like it. I don't like it. I want to get a shout to Man Morin. Please, lads, do something. Oh, do I go I'm going attacking. I've gone attacking. You can't stop me. There's 3 minutes left. We've got a corner. De Silva's over it. Crosses in. McIntosh can't quite get there. And now it's Iglesias for Everton. It's a 3-on-3 at the back. They're streaming forward in droves. Sanchez wins the header. Now with Payrat. Woodward, fresh off the bench, switches the play lovely to Gurjaga, who's now playing as a right winger. Some would argue his natural habitat, given his dribbling ability. Carlier, Gurjaga can't quite get there. Contreras now with the ball. Chatire in the wide area, plays it inside to Infante. Everton committing men forward. Conceição on the far side, gonna cut in, hits it. They've hit the crossbar. There's 3 minutes of added time. There's only 2 minutes of it left. I am stressed. We're going to extra time. We're going to extra time. I don't feel like we've done enough in that second half. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch Middleby to false 9. I'm just wondering what else I want to do. I think we get 2 subs now. Gurjaga is exhausted and just hasn't had a good game. I'm going to bring in Severin. And I'm going to change both of our wide players to be inverted wingers. I think. As you can see, I'm talking with a lot of conviction with my decisions. 40's had a really, really poor game. I'm going to bring in Adara Mola with our last sub. Try and get some encouragement going in the camp. We're in extra time here. Our whole season could potentially hinge on this. And while they've got a free kick, it's going to be whipped in. Desmet near post, hits it in. Is he offside? I'm hoping he's offside. It looked so simple for Everton to score. VAR, bail me out. Okay, everyone breathe. Everyone relax. It's all fine. Was he off? Yeah, he was off. He was off. I'm not, you know what? The commentary's going out the window this game. We're not creating anything. We're not creating anything. I'm not happy with what I've seen. Do I go to the 4-3-3? Do I go to it? We can play it. I could do a bit of a shuffle. Like so. And then we're playing the 4-3-3. You know what? I'm going to do it. We're going to play Middleby as the false nine. It's a throwback to the championship years. For the last 10 minutes of this game, we need to create a little bit more. I think we need to match them in the midfield as well. They've changed their shape. There's a chance here. There's 5 minutes left. It's a corner to us. It's whipped in. McIntosh heads over again. He's had a few of these. The time is trickling away in the top left corner. It feels destined to go to penalties, and it is going to go to penalties. I cannot believe it. I don't have penalty takers. I have the most composed team in the world. No penalty taking ability. And we're taking on Everton. I mean, there's nothing more I can do. There's nothing more I can do but sit and watch and pray. Mario Ruiz, I need heroics. It's not going to come on penalty number 1. Conte Sal smashes it into the bottom corner. Now I'm looking at De Silva thinking, what can you do for me, friend? How can you help us here? He hits it and kicks it straight at the goalkeeper. Jack, face the microphone. You're a professional. I can't look. I cannot believe what I've witnessed. We don't really deserve it based on what's happened on the night, to be honest. But we've hung on for penalties. We had chances as well. Middleby, there's doubters out there on you, Middleby. I need you to silence them. The number 10 steps up, smashes into the bottom corner. Perfect penalty as far as we're concerned. We still need Everton to miss one, and obviously we don't have good penalty takers. Contreras for them. Steps up, hits it, bottom corner again. Everton, 3 penalties from 3. They've been pretty perfect from theirs. Carlier, the last of my proper penalty takers. Players who I actually trust to finish it. He does finish it. Puts it in the bottom corner, keeps us in touching distance. But we know with 2 penalties left, we need them to miss one. Antonio Carlos steps up. Mario Ruiz, what can you do? He saves it. It was going in the top corner. I don't know how he's done it. And now all eyes are on Ulrich to hopefully draw us level. A goal here and it's basically sudden death. Can the German centre mid do it? He can. The keeper goes the wrong way. It's 3-3 after 4 penalties each. It's basically sudden death. Desmet at centre back. Going to step up here for Everton. He hits it, sends Mario Ruiz the wrong way. And now the pressure is on us. I feel like in this situation, I'd rather be the team setting the pace than the team chasing like we are here. The pressure of knowing what we need to do with each and every spot kick. Woodward is stepping up for us. We don't have penalty takers at this point. Woodward is not an established taker, but can he do it for us? The number 50, confident as you like. I take it back. The man can take a penalty. Iglesias now for Everton. 4-4 after 5 each. It's now officially sudden death. Mario Ruiz. All eyes are on you. He goes the right way, but he just can't quite get his hand there. And now the long wait of a walk-up resumes. I can't handle it, folks. I can't handle it. Our entire season could hinge on Severin. Severin, by the way, I've not mentioned this in this episode. I've just given him a new contract and I think £125,000 a week. Show me why I've offered you the big bucks. He's missed it. He's missed it. How much am I paying him a week? £130,000 a week. 130. And he's just missed that when it mattered the most. I mean, I just feel deflated. In my head, I was planning out the next few episodes. I was sat thinking on Friday, we can have the semi-final. On Monday next week, we'll have the final. Nah, scrap those plans. We're out. Severin has let us down. Kyondo, did you have a good game? He did have a good game. Marseille, did they beat Leipzig? I'm trying to find some positive news. Did they beat Leipzig on aggregate? They scored in the 99th minute to win in extra time. Shout out to Kyondo. At least one of our players isn't bottling it in Europe. De Silva picked up man of the match. Didn't he miss the first penalty of the shootout? I'll tell him he was superb. I'm not... I'm being nice. I mean, that's a bit poop, isn't it? That is a bit poop. Official terminology there, by the way. I mean, on the one hand, we're out of it. On the other hand, the title race is hotting up. Did Manchester United just play midweek? I think they did, and they must have won because they are still 8 points ahead of us. You can see here the remaining games of the season. I'd argue our running is perhaps the easiest. Everton still have to play Manchester United and Newcastle. Newcastle still have to play ourselves and Everton. And they've also got Arsenal on the final day. Manchester United will look at the games against Everton, Southampton, Man City as the big ones. If they win, they'll be fine. I mean, look, I just have to hope that we can hold on in the Premier League title race now. We've not got a load of games to juggle because it's just the Premier League. There's 5 games left of the season. In terms of when we're going to be back next time, I think we have to come back for the Newcastle and Blackburn games as a double header. And then we'll see how that goes, and potentially we come back and do the Sheffield United and Tottenham games as end of season ones. There is a chance that after tomorrow's episode, if we do the Newcastle Blackburn, we've secured top 4. Oh, I feel miffed after today's episode, I'll be honest with you folks. Disappointing against Everton. We dominated the first half of that first leg, and that felt like such a missed opportunity. We could have scored a few more. 1-0 up in the first leg. De Silva missed a great chance. And of course, just losing on penalties. It always feels cruel. So disappointment today, but we will be going again tomorrow. Don't you worry, I'll recover. I'll have a yogurt. That's my comfort food. It cheers me up when Football Manager doesn't go to plan. Next time out, huge game at the top of the table against Newcastle. We're still in with a pretty good chance of getting Champions League football. That has to be the aim for the season now. It's pretty much the thing that is, well, going to save my season, I feel like. The board are disappointed. What are they saying about the Europa League? They've not even given me the thing where they say, we concede we lost to a better opposition in Everton. They don't care about Everton. I'm a failure. It just doesn't look very good, this, does it, with all the angry red thumbs downs. I'm not going to let the thumbs downs get to me. I'll see you tomorrow for more. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. That can counteract the board's negativity. Leave a like. If you've got any comments with regards to this episode, the squad, am I mental for offering Severin a new contract? I mean, I know it's easy now for me to say, with hindsight, having seen him miss a penalty, probably shouldn't have paid him £130,000 a week. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow for more. And until next time, it is me, Jack, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.